Welcome to DM News English. I'm Alex Izat. A driver arrested after pedestrian critically injured in Leeds crash. A 79-year-old pedestrian was taken to hospital with life-threatening injuries after a collision involving a Toyota Aris on Belbrook Avenue, Hare Hills, Leeds. A 59-year-old man was driving the car was arrested on suspicion of causing serious injury by dangerous driving. Police are appealing for information as the investigation continues. PC James Barnes, 30, has been charged with actual bodily harm following an investigation into allegations that excessive force was used during a man's arrest in Leeds in September 2025. It's alleged that Barnes kicked the man in the head after another officer had taken him to the ground. The man reportedly lost consciousness for several minutes. Barnes is due to appear at Sheffield Magistrates Court. Police are appealing for witnesses after a 24-year-old woman was punched and kicked on a train travelling from London King's Cross to Aberdeen. The incident happened between Newark Northgate and Doncaster. Several passengers helped the woman while the suspect moved to another part of the train. Officers are now trying to identify a young man described as white, aged around 15 to 20, with short brown hair. Rehan Ali, 24, of Falsgrave Avenue in Bradford, was jailed for 6 years after admitting multiple offences involving young girls online. The court heard he used social media platforms to contact children and was later caught through a decoy profile operation. He was also given a sexual harm prevention order and placed on the offenders register. Mohammed Hassan, 23, a student officer with Greater Manchester Police, has been charged with multiple serious offences following reports involving a woman and a police pursuit on the M62 in West Yorkshire. He has been suspended from duty and remanded in custody ahead of a court appearance. Authorities said the woman involved is receiving specialist support while legal proceedings continue. Several drivers were handed suspended prison sentences after admitting they used the identity of a man who had died in 2001 to try to avoid persecution for speeding and red light offences. Police investigators uncovered the deception after tracing the submitted details and discovering the named driver had been dead for more than 2 decades. Justin Swaddle, 20, from Meanwood in Leeds, was jailed for 2 years after admitting multiple offences linked to more than 100 young victims around the world. Investigators said he used online platforms and several aliases to target teenagers aged between 13 and 17. Swaddle was also given a 10-year sexual harm prevention order and placed on the offenders register. Ian Mark Wrightson, 54, formerly of York, was jailed for 3 years and 4 months after admitting 3 offences involving a primary school-aged girl between 1990 and 92. The court heard he initially denied the allegations before changing his plea to guilty on the day his trial was due to begin. He was also placed on the offenders register for life and barred from working with children. Police are appealing for help to find 57-year-old Tracy Smith, who was last seen in the Stokesley area on July 24th. Officers say they are increasingly concerned for her welfare. Tracy is described as 5'5", tall, slim, with shoulder-length brown hair and a small mole above her lip. She may be travelling in a black Fiat Panda, with registration WR10ETK. Leon Harvey, 43, from Scunthorpe, was jailed for 6 years after being found guilty of kidnapping and assaulting his former partner in York. The court heard he tracked her to a hotel using phone tracking apps, forced her outside, assaulted her and made her get into his vehicle. He was also given a 20-year restraining order preventing any contact with the victim. You're watching DM News English. Stay tuned for all the latest updates.